Blessings, dear ones, and welcome to this new moon energy update. And we are now in new moon in Sagittarius, and we are leaving behind the energies of the eclipse season, as well as the influences of Scorpio. The sun has been positioned in the Scorpio, and is now moving out of it and into Sagittarius as well. So what we are leaving behind is pretty intense energies. We have been faced with our unhealed wounds, our deeply rooted programs, and situations and relationships that is no longer aligned to who we are and who we are becoming. So since the 1111 portal, there was a great shift, and we as individuals and as well as a collective, we were upgraded, and we stepped into a higher timeline. And so what I get, the messages I get all the time is that we are becoming new. We are entering a new ground. We are going where no one has gone before, not on earth. And we are transforming. And this new moon is carrying a totally different energy. It is it's bringing us into harmony. It is almost dreamlike. It is fluently, very soft, very still. So if you are very much in your mental body with an active mind and want to get things done, you may feel like this is holding you back. And it is, in one sense, it is, okay, what I'm saying, they're not holding you back. They are bringing the blessings to you. And for us to be able to receive, we are called to take a step back right now, to not be in this energy of pushing and trying to control. So the new moon is always a new start, a new fresh start, a great time for manifesting. And this is as well. But if you have goals that is that you have made out of based on lack, based on fear, based on the need of control, it won't work, because we are changing into something new, as I said, and we are all the time creating, we are all the time manifesting, but most of the time we are manifesting unconsciously. We are manifesting out from our old programs that create our old mental programs, our thoughts, and our thoughts creates an emotional response, and that response is activating even more thoughts that we do not want. And so these programs, out of fear, out of lack, out of need of control, it belongs to the past. And we are moving out of this program, because we are being asked right now to consciously use our free will to create something totally different. And for this to be done, we need to silence that inner voice. We need to silence that loop, ongoing loop. We need to move beyond it. So these energies of this new moon, it's not just around this new moon, but this energy is helping us to move into that beingness, that allowing and this accepting energies. And this will continue. We are not going back to this old way of being. So what we are being asked to do right now is to fully come into stillness to take the time to be in stillness, to sit and meditate, to move beyond the old programs, to allow yourself to show up with so much love for yourself, to have that sense of self-discipline, because we are given free will. And how do we use our free will? When we do not use it consciously, our unconscious programs are creating more of what we do not want, because the voice of fear is always the loudest. So we need to consciously move beyond the thoughts. And when we do, the emotions that may still be triggering us may just be. They are not attached to the drama that the thoughts are creating. They are not attached to the stories, so they may just play out. So what happens? Our system has become addicted to the chemical response in our body from this mind activating these emotions. And so we need to move beyond. We need to move beyond. And so the mind will, you're going to find the mind will continue the same old thoughts. And what we need to do then is to be greater, and our love for ourselves and our willingness needs to be greater to move beyond. Move into the stillness within. Let go of the outer world. Let go of the form that your inner state of being, your subconscious programs has manifested into physical forms that is always calling for your attention. Let it be. If it's just for 10 minutes, so let it be. Let go of who you think you are, who you have manifested as because of your subconscious programs as well. And give yourself a chance to fully get to know who you truly are, to bring something into form. If we do not want to just create the same old, we need to move beyond everything we know, and then we need to connect with that infinite source of energy, source, spirit, God, the quantum field, whatever, the universe, whatever you call it, that exists in you and that you are connected to. It is not something you can think yourself into. It's not something you can go and grab. It is by allowing the formless to become your reality, if just for a couple of minutes, and expand your awareness. And this energy, this intelligence will flow to you. And when we are in that surrendered state, we are connected to such high vibrations. And these high vibrations, these energy carries information, will go where it is needed to reprogram you, to heal what is needed to be healed, to shift out of what is limiting you. Because that's the law of nature. That is how it works. That is, we cannot push it, we cannot force it, but we can have so much self-love to come into that receptive state, to let go, and with our free will, using our free will to move beyond the thoughts. And when they pop up, let them go, and to receive that higher information, that formless energy that will birth through us into physical form, that will create that will show us who we truly are, will bring through through this physical form, our true self. It will birth our divine blueprint through us. It will shift out of the manifestation that holds a lower vibration, and we will shift into who we truly are. It will be from inside out, known to us. So this is maybe a new way for many to manifest. And I really encourage you to do this with me. And not to just do it once or twice, but fully. So what I keep saying, it is an act of self-love. Self-discipline in this sense is an act of self-love. Do you love yourself enough too? Do you wish something else enough to be willing to use your free will in this sense? And so we are now expanding in I don't know the English word for it, but in not in a linear way, but in yeah, you can see my hands if you have your eyes open. So we are expanding, and we are getting information from this energy field around us. And right now the information we are getting is more subtle, so it requires your willingness to be still and listen, to receive the messages, because you are getting messages, you're getting new information, you're getting synchronicities and signs of where you are going and what you need right now for your highest good. And trust, dear ones. So it's not that we are taking a step back, but we are being given so much right now. But as they said, that we do not need to run towards that goal that we think it's the highest good for us. It is being brought to us, but we have to slow down. We have to go from doing into beingness, and that may be a challenge for some of us. All right, dear ones. So I hope this served you, and we are creating something totally new, and they cannot enough stress how this is new. Our old self does not know this. They don't know what we are bringing in, this high frequency that are given to us, that we are connecting to, and that we will create with, co-create with, and that will be them from where we manifest so they are really asking us to move out of this old loop, because it's not serving us anymore, and it's not working anymore. And they show me, because we have this free will, and are we choosing to stay in this loop of old programs and emotional reactions, or do we wish to move beyond and receive something even greater? And when we are in this field, in this void, where all potential lies, and where we are connected to all, that's when our bodies really starts to heal, and we are able to fully release these old emotions that is not connected to our thoughts in that sense. So many times when we have an emotional reaction, it is connected to a story, right? A story in our mind. So our lower mind will always tell us these stories, and it activates these emotion signals, and then we are caught up in the drama. So what happened to me the other day when I was meditating, I was in this stillness, in this no space, detached from me as a person and my story and everything. And then it was just as not even sadness, but there was a pain in my heart that was moving up, coming up, and I burst into tears, and there was a great relief. It was very undramatic, it was very soft, and not it was very different. And I understood it was old pain that was now as I was in such a surrendered state, my system was open to fully release it. But when we are occupied with the stories, then we are not, then we are in a suppressed state, we are not open. And then what we release is just more of this newly, how can I say, newly created energies. But to really reach these deeper layers, we have to surrender into that stillness. And then when it moves out, it goes very smooth, actually. And so that's so we are healing. The new information that we are receiving is reprogramming us, and is healing us on an even deeper layer. Okay, dear ones, that is all. And I send you so many blessings. And I see you soon. Thank you.